Okay, look, I've been editing photos and taking photos for like pretty much a year now. And I just found out that this tool exists like 2 or 3 days ago. Now look, I'm shocked and frankly, I'm pretty pissed off. It's like no one wants you to know this tool exists. Nobody talks about it. I didn't come across any tutorials or anything when I was learning how to edit. It's like it's this big kept secret. And the amount of time that I've wasted doing this manually, Okay, so right up front, this video is not clickbait. This is probably going to change the way that most of you edit. So I'm excited. Okay, one more thing you guys should know is that this tool is only going to work with Lightroom Classic and the raw editor for Photoshop. So that means if you have just the free Lightroom mobile version or if you have the base Lightroom, it's not going to work. Okay, so again, that's Lightroom Classic and the raw editor for Adobe Photoshop. Now the tool that I want to talk to you guys about today is called a range mask, and honestly it's just easier if I show you guys like with anything else. So let's jump into Lightroom Classic right now. So here we are in the magic of Lightroom Classic, and we're going to be using this image of me at Papaya Playa Project in Tulum as the example for this tool. Now quick disclaimer, I've already graded this image using one of my Air Bazoo presets, and if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned because that's coming really soon. Now, if you guys edit photos, you already know that if I change one of these sliders over here, like exposure, contrast, highlights, or whatever, it's going to affect that specific element for the entire image. Now look, personally, I think the bottom half of this image where the shadows are is too dark, and I want to brighten that up. So in the past, I would have created some sort of mask or used a brush, but range masks change all of that. So first thing you want to do is grab the gradient mask tool right over here, and you want to make the mask right outside the image. And what that basically does is that it's going to select the whole image. Now look, if you don't know what a mask is, we're going to save that for another video, but basically when you make the mask outside, like I said, it's going to help select the whole image. So again, any change that we make to the mask sliders over here, like exposure or contrast, again, is going to affect the entire image. But if you scroll to the bottom of these mask sliders over here, you're gonna see this little shit of a menu option hiding over here. So if I click the range mask over here and select luminance, a bunch of new options sort of down here pop up. So first thing you wanna do is you wanna click the show luminance mask. And what that's gonna do is gonna highlight your entire image in red. Now basically, this red area is everything that the mask has selected right now and is going to edit if you adjust any of your sliders. Now the cool thing about this luminance mask is that if you come down here to this range slider, this basically determines what area of your image right now is selected. So the left side of this slider is the shadows, so if you don't know what that is, that's the darker parts of your image, and the right side is highlights, so the brighter parts of your image. Now look, if I start to bring this slider over to the left, you're gonna see that the red is slowly starting to disappear from all the bright parts of the image and is now focusing on just the darker parts of the image. Now all this area is in red, and again, that means that it's selected. So if we go ahead and touch our smoothness slider, which is right below the above slider, it's gonna start determining how intense that selection is. So if I move it back to the left over here, I'm gonna have this area become a little bit more dark, which is what I want. Now if I go back up and I tick off this show luminance mask once again, all that red is gonna disappear and we can see our image again. But the settings that we've adjusted down here are complete now, meaning that if we go back up to our mask sliders over here and we start to brighten up the exposure, you're gonna notice that the exposure is only increasing for the dark parts of the image, which is absolutely crazy, and I cannot believe that I didn't know about this before. Now look, mind blown, right? Like, I'm not even kidding when I'm saying I was in shock when I found out this tool existed, and I'm personally so happy that I found it. It's already speeding up my workflow like crazy. Now, before we sign off this video, I quickly want to show you guys the before and after versions of these photos, just so you can see how powerful the range mask is and how effective it can be just to alter a certain part of the photo. So here are the before and after right now. Now again, I don't know if this tool is some kind of big secret, but I wanted you guys to know about it. I want you guys to become better editors, and hopefully this helps you out with your workflow. If you guys like this video and you learned something new, please smash that thumbs up button. Give this video a huge like. It really helps it out. If you guys are enjoying hanging out with me, or if you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out, please subscribe to the channel. I make new videos every single Monday. That's it for this one though. I'll see you guys next time, and keep creating.